Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me. I've got some more content for you this week. Today I have the new, well, relatively new, Seiko Samurai 2. This is model number SRPL13. And guys, I never was really a big fan of the Samurai series. Maybe a little bit too angular for me. I mean, they're great watches. I reviewed probably 2 or 3 of them. Just never a big fan. They never really, moved me. As I've told y'all before, I've got to have a watch that moves me. When I look down at it, I'm like, man, that's a good looking watch. The Samurai series just never really has done that for me. But this one, I think it's on a better path. It's a little more smoothed out, rounded. It's a little more, just visually appealing to me. They moved the date window and a couple other things. Anyway, I like this a little bit better, but still not a huge Samurai fan. Anyway, let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shop and channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store. So whenever you do that, I really, really do appreciate it. So this is a typical Seiko Japanese watch box. So let's take a look at this thing. All right, let's take off the outer sleeve here. Open this up. You can tell it's just different. They're just packaged differently. They use different boxes. Here we go. Here is your warranty and all the other stuff. It's probably got your card. Yep, got your card back there. Open this thing up. Go. You got your microfiber cleaning cloth. Nobody cares. You got your watch. There you go. I mean, they're good looking watches. Don't get me wrong. They just, for some reason, guys, and some of y'all might be like me. I like the monsters better. I just always have. But that's one thing I do like about this one. It kind of feels like a chunky monster. It has that presence to it. You've got different indexes now. The date's been moved from 3 down to 430. The chapter ring is different. The angles are not as pronounced. And I think it's just a little bit better looking version of a regular Samurai. So again, not my favorite. But, it is what it is. All right, so what we'll do is we'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we'll dive more into this thing. So you're looking at a 41.7 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 12.3 millimeters thick. It's 49.5 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 20 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. Let me see if it's got the dive extension, which it does. Water resistance is 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You get the 4R35 movement because it doesn't have a day function. It just has the date. The 4R36 has a day and date. With the 41-hour power reserve, and of course you get a Hardlex crystal. You don't get a sapphire with these. I wish Seiko would do that, but they just don't. Maybe they figure Hardlex is a better, in this application, it's just better to use a Hardlex than a sapphire. Who knows? Anyway, if you want to learn all the specs, check down there in the description field. It's windable, it's hackable, it uses Seiko LumiBrite. It's got a Uni-Directional bezel, it weighs 170 grams. Anyway, check down there if you want to learn all the specs about the watch. So let's take a look at this thing. And again, to me, it just feels very monster-ish. That's really the best way I can describe it, man. It just kind of feels like a monster. And it really feels super, super solid. It just hits different for some reason than the original, and it feels, like I said, more like a monster. Obviously, it looks nothing like a monster. It just feels like it for some reason, because I've had many, many, many monsters, and this just really feels like it. The one thing that really did kind of get me is this bezel, because it's pretty flush with the case. It protrudes just a little bit, but this bezel, guys, is really hard to turn. It's not very easy. But it is 120 click, but man, it is not, you don't have anything to grab onto. It's really kind of a challenge, man. Not that anybody ever really, good grief, not that anybody ever really uses their dive bezels on the dive watch, and they really don't even dive with them half the time. I wouldn't even say half the time, 5% of the time. I cannot believe this is this hard to turn. But good thing is everything lines up. Holy Moses, everything lines up. Everybody knows Seiko's had QA issues here recently. And guys, honestly, I haven't done a lot of Seiko content because they haven't put out a lot of watches that just, again, like move me. They have had so many reissues, reimaginations, reinterpretations. It's just, I cannot keep track of all the different watches. Like they've had a reimagination of a 1965 62 Moss, or another, version, or a Marine Master, or this, or that. And there are so many reimagination watches on Seiko's website. I cannot keep track of which watch is which. Like they have the different Willard reimaginations or reinterpretations, and it's just incredibly confusing to me. And so honestly, I kind of strayed away from Seiko and have gone a lot more to Citizen. Seiko's, quality assurance, their QA stuff is nowhere near, I think, Citizen's. But I like Seiko. I still have a big place in my heart for Seiko. I always have. I always will. I wish they would just start doing more original designs and stop, bringing these watches back from 50 or 60 years ago. Yeah, it was cute for a little while, but come on, man, it's enough. Let's go ahead and stop doing that. Let's just start, generating some really cool original designs. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, there's my little rant about Seiko. And this is actually the made in Japan version. I don't know if y'all can even see that right there next to the 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. This is the made in Japan version. There's a lot of controversy. Are the watches better that come from Japan? I don't think so. I think they're all the same. Anyway, so let's take a look at the rest of this. Still has some of the stickers on it. Of course, you get your stamped metal clasp, which just drives me crazy. You get 4 micro adjusts. You also get drilled lugs there. So if you want to slap this on some sort of other type of strap or bracelet, you can do that. Look at the crown. Crown feels good. It has some crown guards. Nice definite pop there. See how well it screws back in. Oh yeah, really, wow. Very nice crown. Man, I just wish this bezel hung over like cantilever just a little bit more over the case, because it is really hard to turn this bezel. Does that look lined up? Yeah. It's really hard to turn. I mean, I'll never go diving with this thing. Here's your case back. Typical Seiko Tsunami logo. Made in Japan. All the stuff y'all seen literally probably hundreds and hundreds of times. And of course, this being a Seiko dive watch, you do get a diver extension. I don't know if a lot of people don't even know about this. So basically you take this, there's this little lip under here, and you just pop that out, and that gives you about a ½ an inch. There you go. It gives you about a ½ an inch of extension, so you can fit this over a wetsuit. There you go. And then you just there's a little hook right there. See that little hook? Take that little hook, put that hook over this bar, and then you go underneath, and you see this little tab. That just snaps into place. If I do it correctly here, let me try it again. Here we go. Now watch. Just snaps into place. And that's your dive extension. And a lot of Seiko watches have that. So guys, I'm not trying to rag on this thing at all. I mean, it's a well-built watch. I think it looks great. It's going to have awesome lume, I'll tell you that. Again, to me, just a little bit sedate is the word I like to use for some of these. It also comes in red and blue. And I mean, it's a great watch. It'll last you a long time. It's got a nice movement in it, but it doesn't, and I know monsters are very polarizing. I just absolutely love them. I cannot wait until they redesign the monster. I don't know when that's going to happen, but anyway. So guys, let me go try this thing on. And I'd love to know your thoughts about these. If you like these, if you like the original Samurais. There you go. And the original Samurais, they're still on Seiko's website. So you can still pick up the original. The original is a little bit bigger. The original has more lume because the indexes are bigger. So it's really just a personal preference. This is just a slightly smaller, more refined version of the older, bigger one. But then again, you can still get the big one on Seiko's website as well. These are both still on Seiko's website. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and take it off. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of, guys, it's starting to grow on me a little tiny bit. I don't know, I think it's starting to grow on me. That chapter ring thing, I mean, hold on. This is going to drive me nuts. This doesn't look, hold on. There we go. Man, that was driving me nuts. So it wasn't completely, yeah, there we go. All right, much better. All right, so let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's kill these monitors. Let's get you this Lume shot. All right, here we go. Yeah, I could definitely tell the difference in the amount of Lume, the LumiBrite, because the indexes on the older watch are just bigger. The older watch itself is just bigger. So you're gonna have more Lume. I mean, there you go. I mean, it's Seiko's LumiBrite. Still great, fantastic Lume, as to be expected. But yeah, man, all those Seiko Marine Masters and reissues and reinterpretations and, you know, it's so confusing. Really, really, really confusing. All right, so there you go. All right, let's go ahead and turn the lights back on. And again, I'd love to know y'all's thoughts about this. Do y'all have one of these? Do you like them? Do you prefer this over the Monster or the Monster over this? I'd really love to know your thoughts on these new Samurai. I guess basically we're calling them the Samurai 2. Nothing really, I don't know. We haven't really picked up a good name for it yet. We haven't really thought of a good new nickname for it other than just the Samurai 2. So, all right, guys, so you can get these over at Amazon for $465. I'll make sure to put that link down there in the description field. They also come in red. I don't know how easily available the blue one is, but they also come in blue as well. So if you want to get one, head on over to Amazon and pick yourself up one. They fluctuate between like $450 and $475. So $465 is like the median. So anyway, that's been about it for this one. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell if you like my content, and I really, really hope you do. And guys, it's been about it. I will see you probably on Sunday. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.